The significance of India's 2 to 8 million social housing project in Maldives. Several congested with little scope to expand in the capital, the current Maldives government was prompted to consider the decentralization and development of other inhabited islands. Maldives state-owned Fahi Dhirulin Corporation Thursday signed loan agreements with India's state-owned National Buildings Construction Company (NBCC) and JMC Projects India Limited to develop 4,000 social housing units in Holmale Phase 2 Island. India's state-owned Exim Bank extended buyer's credit of approximately 228 million for the construction of these housing units. The significance of this agreement comes weeks after the Maldives government officially inked a deal with Mumbai-based company Afcons for the construction of the Greater Malay Connectivity Project, a 500 million infrastructure project which is the largest ever by India in the Maldives. India has been making significant investment in various development projects in the archipelagic state. What is this about? The contracts for engineering, procurement and construction were signed between Fahi Dhirulun Corporation and India State-owned National Buildings Construction Company to develop 2,000 social housing units, while India-based JMC Projects has been contracted to develop 2,000 additional units. On its website, Fahi Dhirulun Company has corporation said that the primary focus on constructing low-cost housing projects in the country. According to a statement issued by High Commission of India in the Maldives, under these two projects, 2,800 units each comprising 3 bedrooms and 3 toilets and 1,200 units each comprising 2 bedrooms and 2 toilets will be constructed. The High Commission said that the virtual signing ceremony was attended by Maldives Minister of Economic Development Fayaz Ismail, Maldives Minister of Finance Ibrahim Amir and Indian High Commissioner Sanjay Sudhir, along with representatives from Exim Bank, Fahi Dhirulin Corporation, NBCC and JMC Projects. Why is it important? Close to 40% of the entire population of the Maldives lives in Malé, the capital city that has an area of approximately 8.30 square kilometers, making it one of the most densely populated cities in the world, according to a research by the South Asia Center at the University of Pennsylvania. Severely congested with little scope to expand in the capital, the current Maldives government was prompted to consider decentralization and the development of other inhabited islands by equipping them with civic facilities like hospitals and necessary institutions that would incentivize people to relocate to other islands, reducing the burden on Malay. Social housing is an important requirement in the Maldives because, in addition to housing shortages, high rent prices are a major challenge for an ordinary people in the country. According to a report by Maldives Financial Review published in June 2021, the country's 2019 household income and expenditure survey showed that households in Malay on average spend 35% of their income on rent. However, the poorest households can wind up paying about 68% of their incomes on rent. This is largely due to increase in rent prices, which on average have increased by more than 3% between 15 to 2019. The development of social housing units in the country is not recent, however. The construction of flats for social housing was initiated by Maumun Abdul Gayoom government in 1990 with financial assistance from China. In its National Housing Policy of 2008, the Maldives government said that the policy would prioritize ensuring a decent home for every household in the country. The policy also outlined that social housing was to be made available for households whose circumstances and socio-economic situation are such that their needs are beyond the market, such as the poor, disadvantaged, and vulnerable groups, women and single-headed households, and those affected by disasters and displacement. What is the context in terms of bilateral relations? This is a part of India's Development Assistance Project in the Maldives. Analyst at the Manohar Parrikar Institute of Defense Studies and Analysis, whose area of research includes the Maldives during the Yamin government that lasted between 2013 to 2018, China was heavily involved in similar development projects in the country. Since the Soli government came to power, India has been involved in several developmental projects, both big and small. I see this as part of that and Sultana regarding the development of social housing projects in the Maldives. Affordable housing has become an important election issue in the country and one of the top of the priorities of the current government. This will help the Soli government fulfill its election promise of providing affordable houses just like several other projects. But since people will be directly beneficiaries if the project is delivered well, India may earn some goodwill. In 2023, Maldives will hold presidential elections and in 2024 it is scheduled to hold parliamentary election. Regardless of which political party comes into power in the upcoming election, it is in India's interest to demonstrate to the citizens of Maldives that it can meet deadlines. Over the past year, social housing projects in Maldives have been scrutinized because of allegations of corruption and because of issues related to poor governance in the country, Sultana explained. Faced with anti-India sentiment and rhetoric flamed by local groups and political factions in the country, it is in New Delhi's best interest to ensure that its projects steer clear from any controversy that may arise. Under the Soli governments in 2018, relations between India and Maldives have been visibly warm. According to recent data provided by the Indian government, India's financial assistance to the Maldives, including loans and grants for various infrastructure and development projects, exceeded 2 billion, in line with neighborhood first policy to strengthen ties with Malay. During the tenure of Yamin government, New Delhi had looked on concern as Beijing increased its influence thanks to PPM being openly pro-China. Following the election of President Soli in 2018, India has been able to further strengthen its bilateral relationship with Maldives. Thank you.